Hey guys, Welp here, and you know what I don't talk about a lot? Animation. And if you see my channel for the last few months, you know that's a lie. If anything, animation is the most I've been talking throughout all of YouTube. So, yeah. Hi!
This project actually dug into my school life, as May was my last month of school, and I planned this project for May. And when you plan a project for videos, you're supposed to post every day without doing the videos to begin with, so you decide to actually make the videos every day, even when it's finals week, and you come home from work, and it's already 9 p.m. by the time you can do anything school-related, but decide to screw it and pursue this project, and then you get burnt out and decide to take a break, not realizing, dang, it's the middle of June, then you have to start only to remember. Oh man, I wish I could do that in one breath. You're supposed to go on vacation later and not returning till mid-July, so once you come back to finally finish this project, and it took you about 2 months to make it. Gosh.
As you can tell, I made a hefty 31 videos on my other channel, Rick Mavis, as a Nostalgia Critic inspired YouTube project, really. So I've decided that I'm going to come back and revisit this project. I'm going to be ranking all 31 videos that I have reviewed. It's mostly just to give reason for this video anyways, so yeah. I mean, the ranking is all for fun, but that's the reason why I'm making a video. It's sort of, yeah. The real reason for this video is to mostly, you know, talk about things I have glossed over, or, you know, clean up some things I have said before in the video I made about it, you know. But I kind of just wanted to do something different rather than summarizing each video and saying what I really think. Just to make it more interesting, I decided to rank it. So there you go. I was actually going to plan this for next year, but I decided maybe I should do it earlier because I'd rather not procrastinate on this and then like straight afterwards get into Animation 2, where I'm probably going to procrastinate again. So also I think I need a proper conclusion to this series. Yes, I think this is a proper conclusion.
Ooh, actually, I may accidentally spoil these animations, so if you haven't watched any of these animations, click the link in the description below, where I'll have a playlist of all the videos, or you can click the eye. Otherwise, if you don't care, watch all of them already, or watch all the animation videos already, which, why do you do that? Go watch the official releases, see for yourself, don't listen to me.
Let's do it. I don't know why that was in the script.
Let's be real here, if you watch my animation of this, or have coincidentally shared the same opinion with me, then you saw this coming. Glued is a lot of things. Ugly, choppy, lazy, terribly paced, just all around dumb. Quality control was definitely not the main focus of this animation. No, it was simply to create a nice little scene of a psycho mom. Because that is so hashtag relatable, am I right? Why do I keep saying this? Basically, I don't like this animation. It's trying to do something shocking and funny and creepy. Actually, what is it trying to do, that I think about it? Or is it trying to do all of these things? Either way, it sucked. That's really all. Now, it's kinda tough what to choose next, considering that Glued was the only one I actually felt angry about. Nothing really was that level, so there's like a huge gap, and I don't really want to offend any other animations like that. So let me be clear, Glued is the only one I feel is generally bad. Everything else is mediocre or above. Okay, now Sam's next. While not particularly bad, it's also particularly not good. Sam has some pretty bland everything. Granted, there are some nice scenes and some nice colors chosen for those scenes, but that's really all that pops into mind. I didn't find this animation as forgettable, as I've seen this animation enough times to not, but I see it as missed potential all around. Even when this was simply a student project, a thing almost every animation on this playlist is, so no excuse. I thought the struggle to find an appropriate animation for spots from now on was gonna start here, but then I remembered I didn't think that highly of Dark Woods either. Ouch. Again, this is a fine animation, it's just that I feel it really does struggle with movement at some points. Then there's the cohesiveness with the shadow creatures, which just really come out of nowhere. Unless it's magic. If so, yeah, that's pretty lazy to assume. But in general, it actually is pretty nicely worked on. nice designs for everything, the sound was great, and it actually had a nice lesson. So yeah, it's not the best, but it's good. But it's certainly not great. Okay, now this is where it gets tough. But if anything, Cursed is down here. Now, I know I said I like this one for how polarized I felt about it, but really, I actually do like this one. It looks really good, and the story has a nice twist on what was a weird and terribly executed trend. Freaking Maleficent. Dang it, Disney. I don't know what gripes there really are for this animation. Maybe it's just the fact that I just don't like this one personally. I don't know, now that I think about it, rather than the animation being really good at making you feel uncomfortable, the animation could be like that not because of the imagery, but because there actually are some awkward moments. Like that pond scene. Ew. But I know, it's probably just me. It's still a good animation and it totally deserves to be up here. Or how up here it is. Paper Tack, for its bad Foley and all, is still a nice video. While it's really simple and has not much to talk about, even for almost 3 minutes, it still manages to be a nice time. I like this one simply because everything else manages to bring it up so well. The animation is super well done, super anime, and I love it. I guess that's really all to praise about it, is the animation. Yeah, it's not a grand one, but it's a cute story I can definitely latch on to very easily. Disconnected, another of the awkward videos, is such a creative little gem. The way she sees others is shown very well by transforming other characters into creatures. The transformation itself is a nice animation, and the creatures that are shown are also a nice treat. I also didn't get to mention it, but the color theme in the scenes are also a really nice choice. I also love the choice of music. It actually fits pretty well with the animation. While it doesn't bounce off the animation, it still fits with what it's trying to showcase and the theme of the scenes. Yeah, the animation looks like it will fall apart, but in the end, it's still a nice little lid. Destiny is such a nice little animation. It has such a nice message that tries to teach you, and I love how lovable the character is.
I'm serious, this character's actually really good. There's a lot of development that this character has, a lot of personality, surprisingly. I mean, granted, there are better characters up on the list, but this one specifically just has a good character. He's relatable, and he's just likable.
The animation, while a little choppy at some margins, still looks really good. I also love how it does the whole going through time creates a whole nother you thing, and it even does it in a clever and different way. It really does do everything really well, and even when it feels like it's in a box, a term that I like to throw around every once in a while, I still like it for what it is. Oh, actually, this one used to be ranked a little higher when I was creating this one. The Rifle Spiral is still a good music video. The use of stop motion, narrative, and music makes this video feel great. There are some things I should mention now that I think about it. There are some times when I felt the animation felt too dark and the shade of every color to be rather dull, despite that being the intention. It might have invoked that feeling a little too much. The song is the best of these guys' work. In fact, I really don't like the album this song comes from. But I will say, both it and Simple Song are great songs in their own right. And paired with this animation, Rifle Spiral is actually really good. Yeah, I mentioned this a lot. The ending killed this one for me, but I don't care. It's still a good animation. The stop motion has improved from the maker, if only by a margin, with some nice highlights of stills. The roles were well played, and I can say I was into the story before the ending, and even a little bit within the ending. It's here and there, but I can't take this one down. It's still a really nice video. Ah, Crow. This video was such a cute little one. The video has a nice message to it. And while there's obviously one message it's trying to come across, I can definitely see other ones too. Like, that could just be me though. It's not the most polished or the most beautiful animation, but it's a cute and positive one that has a simple premise and is definitely more than good. It's great. Other than the Passenger owning some terrible quality, the Passenger looks phenomenal. The animation is really smooth, everything looks really polished, and the sound really dives you into the world. If it was in 480p or somewhere higher in quality that is shown on the site for the trailer, I'd love it more. As it stands though, there are so much other videos that share better quality simply for free. Ah, this classic. Guy likes girl. Girl sees shit. Guy likes girl. Guy sees girl with other guy, gets sad. Guy tries to be nice, but accidentally gets awkward with girl. Guy gets sad, but then guy redempts himself when meeting girl again. Guy happy again. Again, it doesn't fall for the typical love story kind of scenario. It doesn't do the awkward, then something starts afterwards. Nothing has to start afterwards. You know, a good old redemption story works for me. And I like this one. It's cute, and while it's not the best animation, it doesn't have to be. It's still really polished. A pretty odd treat, Alarm is a simple video with a relatable premise and a hint of simple creativity. The alarm clocks mean the antagonist of the animation is super fun to watch simply for the reaction of the main character, who is also super enjoyable. What I like is how calm but odd this character was, but then realizing that the alarm clock is gonna ring again, he decides, "You foiled me for the last time," and decides to tell the alarm clock to screw off. Yeah, it's fairly simple, but for what it has, it works really well and manages to give a very quirky, yet fun animation.
Ah, yes, Butter Lover. Now this was a weird one. Weird premise, weird characters, well, rather, character, and such a weird climax. But it seemed appropriate enough. Yep, that's really all I have to say. A weirdie, but a goodie.
A story about using stories to help other stories, but in turn lose a bunch of other stories, only to create another story. Storyception, my friends. Again, I love the designs that are unique but not ugly, the smooth animations in the background, the music, everything. I just love everything. It's just that in turn, because of the story was the focus, the characters did feel a little generic. But it's a nice enough video anyways. It deserves to be praised as one of the better videos. Potentially amazing, yet lacking of a lot of things. It's meh. Amateur, sure, but man, I'd kill for a real TV show. Characters, while not great, could be fixed with more time. Same for the animation, story, world, everything.
No, I'm not just starting to notice this now, but I say everything a lot. It's gonna...
Well, except the 3D animation, but even then, there's still so much potential. Just wish there was more of it. For what it is though, it's definitely a fantastic sample. Simple yet clever, bright and innocent animation, simple and clean story, entertaining one-off characters. Yes, this is definitely a treat worth more than 25 cents.
Get it? Cause it's lemonade. 25. It's not actually worth 25 cents. I think it's worth a lot more than 25. Let's just. Okay, we're done. Let's get on to the next.
A weird one, but for good reason. Death is a very touchy, yet very unknown topic. Whatever happens afterwards is clearly beyond us, but if anything, this smooth and weird animation shows a lot of obvious, yet pretty vague imagery, intricate lessons through the comic accents, and a story that gives you something to think about. This is more than just your typical animation. It's a weird message that gets a point across very well.
Thank God, I love this. Yes, I have so yet done. No, actually, you know what? I did watch Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I just haven't read the comic books or played any of the games. It's actually really impossible to play the game Scott Pilgrim vs. the World now. So, yeah. Ripperoni game and all that. But yeah, I'm still hooked on Scott Pilgrim. On Scott Pilgrim specifically.
Scott is such a good character in this animation, basically carrying out the cast, which were kind of one note now that I think about it. The animation's actually pretty tame for being Scott Pilgrim related, with some short instances of being the kick-ass theme it was meant to be. But I like the chill atmosphere anyways. This is a great and also deserves its own series as well.
For this specific animation, I actually failed to censor the boobs when I attempted to censor the boobs in Pinched. But, yeah, I think I don't care anymore, so, yeah. If I ever get taken down, I will fix it.
This one was a great animation, the voice actors were great, and the music and sound production made every action either pop or boom, depending on the situation. The story was a great lesson on habits and strong will, and I can't count off the amazing animation. Again, it's unique within its own right, with its moving storyboard aesthetic, with deep outlines and nice shots, but smooth animation to back it up. Man, it actually sucks that it was officially taken off of YouTube. Oh well, with the nature of YouTube, it'll never forget this one.
Wow, I actually did not expect this one to be so high on the list. Or this list to go as fast as I thought it was going to be. I can't believe we're on 11 right now. Jeez. But yeah, the more I thought about it, the more I thought, wow, Petals is freaking beautiful.
It's cute and cartoony, yet also pseudo-realistic animation. Just the more adorable, albeit a little unbearable. Just speak already. Voice acting. And a story with a lesson that's actually really valuable and touching. Yet also really genuine, as it's not trying to shove it in your face. It's simply a main goal in the animation, and that's what I love. The animation knows how to work with a theme that is normally shoved in your face constantly. Thanks a lot, Avatar. And works well with it rather than writing it. Hey guys, Blank Papers here, and I'm still not done. This is obviously part 1, and part 2 will come later, but the second part will probably show why it's taking forever to do. But I mostly got lazy and all that, so yeah. Be on the lookout for the next part, and I'll see you guys next time.